Hi guys, so today I have some very exciting news about Plants vs Zombies Universe, the fan game that is basically shoving all the worlds from every PvZ game into one. And recently a new trailer was posted on the game's Bilibili channel that included information about the full release, as well as giving away a couple of other sneaky details that I will talk about in a little bit. You may remember way back last year when PvZ Universe had only really been going for about 3 or 4 months at that point, and even that early in the process we were given a full release window of summer 2022, but obviously that hasn't happened as I expected. You know, these things take a lot longer than you imagine they will take, and obviously there was the light version of PvZ Universe and there was a beta as well, and unfortunately that wasn't quite received very well. There was a bit of confusion when the game was going to release, if it was going to the public and all that type of stuff. But obviously as time has gone on and we obviously have a more robust version of the game, they have decided to release this trailer that gives us an idea of when we can expect to see version 1.0 of the game. With that being said, at the moment the release window for the full version is summer 2023, but take that with a grain of salt as this release window is subject to change. Also bear in mind, whilst this is the full release of the game, version 1.0, this isn't going to be fully complete. That's not going to be when they go, right, that's it, we're completely done. I imagine there'll be lots more versions of the game with various updates, probably a lot of levels will need to be added and those types of things, but it's just going to be at a stage where they can class it as a full release rather than it being sort of the beta releases that we're getting at the moment. So the trailer itself you've been seeing on screen has been done in a very similar fashion to PvZ2's Google Store trailer, where basically it takes you through all the different worlds that are going to be featured in the game, shows off some gameplay, and there's also a couple of things like I mentioned earlier that seem to have been placed in here that aren't in the public version of the game. So let's talk about those little things. So basically for the most part these new things are in the form of plants that we have yet to see. Now the first one, for example, is bamboo shoot, which obviously we have seen before. We've seen it in PvZ3 and we have also seen it teased in PvZ Universe before. We've seen what it looks like, we know its abilities and almanac entry, but we haven't seen live gameplay of it until this point. So as you can see here, we don't get it for very long, it's a few seconds on the screen, but you can see bamboo shoot in action, and like the description reads, it charges and fires powerful blasts but doesn't have any effect on aerial zombies. The second plant we get a glimpse of is gold magnet, who isn't really doing anything here, but we can assume it is going to work like it does in PvZ1, especially as with one of the new updates of PvZ Universe, coins have been added, so presumably gold magnet will be able to collect those coins and presumably diamonds when they appear. The final sneaky plant that has been put into this trailer is wildflower. Whilst we don't actually see it on the lawn, we do see its seed packet at the top there. As far as I'm aware, we haven't had any information about this plant. I don't think it's in any of the official games, so I don't know what it does, but I'm sure we'll find out at some point. Anyway guys, that's about it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know what you think of this in the comments below, but other than that, remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons, turn on notifications, and if you would like to support the channel further, check out my Patreon page by clicking on screen or through the link in the description. Okay, thanks guys, bye.